Hey guys, Mr. Surplus Nut coming back on this review that I'm doing on my new scale for precision reloading, and I just want to get right away into the scale. The scale is the My Waight Gem Pro 250 precision scale. It's a scale that it's used mostly in jewelry, jewelry store, but it actually has the unit weights that you can check for. You can weigh carats, grains, grams, penny weights. It's unreal. But basically, I just want to get right into it. When you first get the scale, you get it on this really nice, I mean, this thing is unbelievable. Carrying case is a nice plastic heavy duty carrying case. Okay, that's where the scale comes in, and obviously you're gonna get all your paperwork. You're gonna get your manual. There's actually a website from this guy that all he sells is like scales. And he has a really good on this particular scale, has a really good walkthrough or view through, in case you have problems trying to follow up the manual on telling you how to calibrate it. But it's very easy. Basically, that's one thing. Another thing that I didn't know about all this: any scale you have that is digital, okay, that you plug into the wall, whatever, you need to let it warm up for a very long time, at least 3 or 4 hours if it's your regular, reloading manufacturer scale like an RCBS or whatever, your Hornady lock and load and all that. And but really, they recommend you to let it warmed up, because once you plug it in, the electronics have to get warmed up, and especially once you calibrate it, and especially when you get into scale, very high accurate precision scales, you're really not supposed to turn them off. Basically, believe it or not, you're gonna tell me, you might say, "Whoa, how can you leave the thing on all the time?" Yes, in labs, which is like if you get into like for an example, I'm gonna use the Sartorius scales. They got scales from like $300, which is the cheapest one, the AY series that they sell in St. Clair, and a lot of people are using it for reloading, all the way up to, they make scales up to like $20,000 for laboratories and schools and stuff. Those scales, they get plugged in and you don't turn them off, believe it or not. Obviously, you gotta make sure in your area you don't have power spikes, power outages and stuff. If not, you gotta get one of those strips that has like a circuit protection and all that. But really, even My Waight recommends you to plug in the scale in at least 24 hours to 48 hours before you start using it. But I think maybe like 8 hours. Like if you're gonna start reloading, like let's say Friday or Thursday to go shooting that weekend, you might want to turn it on Wednesday and leave it plugged in on your bench. Like that, all the electronics warm up and it'll be more accurate. That's how you get really the accuracy out of it. And really, on your cheaper minus plus 1/100th of a grain accuracy scale like RCBS and everything else I've mentioned, you really want to also warm them up. I didn't really know that before. I would just plug it in 10-15 minutes I would start reloading. Maybe that's when you get your drifting and all that. But I've had these two here for like 8 hours now, and basically that's what you want to do. You really don't want to use them cold. So going back to the scale, My Waight Gem Pro 250 precision scale, heavy duty case. The warranty is 30 years international warranty. If you live outside the United States, they'll give you a 30-year on it. If you live here in the States, you get a lifetime warranty, no questions asked. Any problem, send it back. They'll fix it for you, ship it back to you in 2 days, and if they can't take care of it, they'll send you a brand new scale. Here you get this little thing with like all their different products, all their different products and scales and stuff. This is one of the things you get in the package. It tells you about the warranty, okay, lifetime, and then underneath it says 30 years international warranty. Okay, but if you live here in the United States, have nothing to worry about. This is your certificate. Tell me if you get one of these when you order an RCBS or a Hornady one or a Lyman. Your certificate from My Weight, where this scale was at the factory, was calibrated, and it was all checked for accuracy, and it's got the guy's signature and the date that it was done. Okay. Tell me when you get, if you get that out of RCBS, Hornady, or Lyman, or Reddings, whatever. I don't think Reddings made scales, but anyways, you won't. Okay, and this is your little certificate of proof that the thing was checked out. This is the little thing they send you in case you got to return it back. The scale comes with a 20 gram weight. Okay, pretty nice. 20 gram weight to do your scale calibration. This scale has the capability of being calibrated on your regular setting for scale, or their linear calibration, which is the most precise. Okay, on the manual it tells you that you really don't have to go to that step, because the that type of calibration was done in the factory. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. There we go, right there on that page it'll tell you. Okay, no, the linear calibration doesn't have to be done. The scale linearity has been calibrated at the factory. This type of recalibration is not necessary unless you need to change or alter the load cell or adjust for certain type of environments, damage, or error. So they only tell you to try to calibrate it on the scale setting, but on that video from that guy that all he does is sell scale, he tells you to try to do it on the linear one, and it becomes more accurate. For that, you will need a 50 gram weight. This scale only comes with a 20 gram weight, because that's what they basically tell you how to calibrate it. When I first got it, it was a little bit off, and I was doing the regular calibration with a 20 gram weight, and I decided to do the linear calibration, and that thing went right into the dot, and it's all set up perfect. Okay, so this is all the stuff you get. Basically you also get, like I said, your 20 gram weight. I ordered on the side a 50 gram weight, which is the one that you need to do your linear calibration. They send you this little very shallow plastic dish, but it's so shallow that when you try to stick your thumbs and index finger underneath to grab it, you're going to be touching the loading cell plate, and it's going to move on you. So I basically just use my regular reloading dish, which is a little higher, and it works perfect. You just got to tear it out, zero it out, which is the same thing, and you're back in business. So it comes with your instructions, your 20 gram weight. It comes with your little dish. Obviously, if you're using this for jewels or in a jewelry shop, that's why they send you this little one for that, to measure your stones, diamonds, whatever. And they send you also this little very handy pair of tweezers, and we're gonna go through all this, and it's perfect to grab your little kernels of baguette. I mean, basically, if you're using extruded powder, which is what everybody calls the stick powder, it'll be a lot easier to grab it. And I mean, this thing, it measures to one little stick of powder, man. You wait till we get into this. So basically, that's what you get. Your hard case, your little powder dish, if you want to call it that, your 20 gram scale, I'm sorry, 20 gram weight. I went and opted for the 20 gram to do the linear calibration. You get your tweezers, and all your instructions. You know, your warranty. You're all set. The cover here says it all. The type of quality of what you're getting. And basically that's it, man. This is your scale right here. Let me zoom on it a little bit so you guys can check it out. Okay, right next to the RCBS Rangemaster 750. It's a little bit smaller. You also, I don't know if you noticed, underneath they give you like a vibration pad. The scale comes with 4 adjustable little feet that you can adjust it in case your bench is not level. You can adjust either of those 4 feet to get it level. It comes in the back with a bubble leveling circle that you can make sure you get your thing leveled. It comes with this cover for your draft. Okay. This that you see here is this comes out. I'm not gonna mess with it now because I want to go through it, but this comes out, and then you have your regular loading cell platform underneath this, but this comes out. That comes with it. At first, when I got it all calibrated and I started closing this, I will notice that it was so sensitive that it would change. It will start like like if it was reading the weight of the actual little clear dome cover, which it's good like in case you're in weighing near draft and air conditioning, whatever, it'll block it. But and I call the people that I ordered it from, very good. I mean, send me a PM if you want to know where I bought it from. It's the best place as far as their own warranty. If you have a problem with it, they want you to send it to them first before My Waight to get it exchanged or whatever, and they'll send you a new one, no questions asked. This place is awesome, the best place that I found on the internet as far as how they treat their customers. But anyways, I had problems with that, and I called them up right away and said, oh, you need to get one of those static free dryer sheet that you dump in your dryer and wipe the little dome out, rub it all over the scale to take the static off. That's how sensitive this thing is, that it would actually the static will actually make it move, and it's unreal. But I got it all set up, all leveled out. I've had it on for like 8 hours. It's all calibrated. The little dome, I can close it now without any problems. It just snapped and it didn't even move. And you can see how similar it is to the size of the Rangemaster from RCBS 750, but it's actually a little bit smaller, which is great. It won't take a whole lot of space on your loading bench. But when you look at both scales, man, you can tell the quality. This thing looks cheap. The RCBS one, the plastic, the way it's done, you can tell it's unbelievable. Even though they're both made in China, like I've said even on that review that I did on a scope from A1 Optic, everything's made in China. But you know what? They have it. They have all their internals are German made. You can go to the website, My Waight, that's the brand, and you'll see how they make their scales and the actual internals that they use for their scales. I'll be right back, guys.